Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Death Battle, Cloud versus Link. Let's go. Rooster Teeth. I don't see how Link is gonna stand a chance.
The courageous and determined hero of Hyrule.
Cloud Strife, sword-swinging, spiky-haired Sephiroth Slayer.
I don't see how Link stands a chance in this fight. Like, Cloud's got Omni Slash, you know, and not only that, Cloud's got insane materia, like Comet, Contain, so on and so forth. He's got healing magic, regen. At the same time, I really don't know that much about Zelda. Maybe Link has some things up his sleeve that I couldn't believe.
Each are powerful warriors in their own right, but in a fight to the death, which one will win?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the land of Hyrule was a hero so great, even a goddess favored him. Destined to wield the Triforce of courage, he fought for his people until his dying breath. Moreover, he was chosen to be reincarnated through time to continue defending against evil. This hero's name was Link.
Since Link's spirit had been reborn over and over, technically that means most Links are kind of the same guy. It's a real Link to the past, which is probably why he's so skilled with tons of different weapons, like his Hylian shield, and of course...
I don't know this. So Link is constantly reborn? This is how little I know about Zelda. It's not like a multiverse. I'm assuming it all happens on the same world, but his spirit comes through. He gets reincarnated. Ah, okay. Wow. Well, chat. So one of these characters I know a lot about. The other, clearly, I don't know anything at all. All right. Okay. So like branching timelines and stuff. I do know that he's like a cartoon in one of the games, and I don't know if that was popular or not, so...
The Master Sword. The Master Sword is no ordinary blade. Infused with sacred energy, it is evil's bane incarnate, capable of destroying magical barriers, dispelling curses, and slaying immortal monsters.
But nothing's more badass than its laser beams and skyward strike. He can even charge it with lightning. You like that, like?
Link's carried hammers, clubs, spears, even boomerangs, and his talent with a bow is second to none. He has fire, ice, and shock arrows, and his light arrows possess holy magic. But the ancient arrows instantly consign foes to oblivion, appearing to either transport them to another dimension or crush them into nothingness.
And these souped-up weapons have come in handy. Link's
Okay, so he can shoot gravity arrows that make you collapse into a black hole? I mean, that's not weak.
Link's had his fair share of tussles defending the world from foes like Ganon, Vati, and Majora.
Link has survived rolling through lava, and while wearing the Golden Gauntlet or Titan's Mitts, been strong enough to lift stone weighing well over 10,000 tons.
And the Force Sword
Okay.
lets him split up into copies of himself. Talk about multitasking.
With the Ocarina of Time, Link can summon storms, teleport
Okay, so he can get super strength and he can Naruto shadow clone himself. Okay, I didn't know this about him.
Talk about multitasking.
With the Ocarina of Time, Link can summon storms, teleport across the land,
and even travel through time with song.
But some of that doesn't hold a candle to the Sheikah Slate. That thing can set remote bombs, move objects magnetically, and totally stop time for things. And it can summon his Master Cycle Zero.
Motorcycles are all well and good, but his sailcloth is certainly a more elegant way.
Not quite as cool as Cloud's motorbike, but I will admit I did not know Link had this many abilities. This would be a cool set of streams, man. Or at least, I don't know, I feel like I need to play Ocarina of Time. That sounds like it's one of the games. So, anyway, let's keep going.
So he's got a lot of cool stuff, but sometimes he's gotta get sneaky about it. While he may be tough, Link can't always win fights with brute force.
His claw shots are perfect for maneuvering around the environment, and his magic cape can turn him invisible.
I can think of a lot of ways that would come in handy.
Well, let's see. Dummy.
It is insane to me how many different variations of Link and Zelda there've been. Like, I played Zelda 1 and 2 on the NES. The second one is shit. The first one, though, is absolutely iconic and brilliant. They had that amazing song right from the first game. I've also seen the Super Nintendo version that looks really good. I played a bit of the Game Boy version. That was actually quite fun. But yeah, we've seen Toon Link, Twilight Princess, is that what it's called? That looks actually quite serious. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, these are like super iconic for the N64. I don't know Breath of the Wild. Well, I mean, I know it's the open world one. I don't know if it's any good or not. People seem split on that. But it's actually nuts how many different kind of Links there are. So that's kind of interesting to me. All right, let's get going.
Me.
Haha, got ya.
You know, Link's weapons are very effective against sassy robots.
Ooh, you can't see me coming now, can you? Ha! Hey, why didn't you get hit?
Right, the magic cape also turns Link intangible.
Huh. Well, guess there's no punch line. Anyway, did you know Link's fast enough to roll away from BMOS lasers? Which are actual light beams. They burn things, move in a straight line, and the guide says they're lasers, so there.
Yeah, but they're video game lasers. I mean, they're not moving at the speed of light. We all know that. Like, video game lasers, Star Wars lasers, they move at about, I don't know, like 60 miles an hour. They don't work by our physics. This isn't really I wouldn't say this is like that much of a feat. The second thing I would say is that if Link gets access to all his abilities from all games, then I think Cloud should have access to all his abilities, all limit breaks, all materia from OG FF7. And I think that if you play by those rules, Cloud should win. If Cloud's allowed to use Knights of the Round, he's gonna fuck him up. Omni Slash, Meteor Rain, Quadra Magic linked with Bahamut Zero, linked with HP Absorb, Final Attack linked with Phoenix. He's gonna fuck him up, man. He's gonna throw him through a brick wall. You hate using lasers for they did this with Devil May Cry as well versus Clive. I don't think video game lasers work the same. Let me put it this way. There's real life shotguns and there's video game shotguns. Now, a real life shotgun, it will still hurt you. It will still ruin your day, even if you are more than 12 feet away from it. All right? But in video games, unless you shoot someone with a shotgun at point blank range, it tickles, you know. Oh, you were 12 feet away from me with a shotgun? Well, that means the bullets just bounce off you. Like, this is, you know, video game physics work very differently from real life. So, all right, let's keep going.
See, Link can dodge this laser at the moment it's fired. Given the distance between the two and the time frame, he would have to be moving 2 feet in just under 2 billionths of a second.
Wrong.
About a tenth the speed of
Link cannot move at light speed, all right? And I get the feeling, I'm going to make a prediction. I get the feeling these guys just like Zelda more. I think they just like the Zelda games more, and I'm worried that he's going to win for that reason. That's my prediction.
light.
Now that's a reason to say, "Excuse me, princess."
Excuse me, princess.
But one item Link has isn't simply a mere vehicle to increase his speed or strength. The Triforce of Courage, a holy relic that offers mystic power to its bearer, including protection from transmutation.
He's got some other spells too, like for shielding and healing, and his fairy spell lets him literally just turn into a fairy. Oh, look at him. Gets all tiny and he can fly around. Get the fly swatter.
Link's also been granted magic by
Tiny.
It's crazy how good that artwork was. Oh, God, well, it looks bad when I pause it. But like back in the pixel days, it was quite distinct. Even though it was just a little blob of pixels, your brain just auto-completes this as like a fairy. Anyway, let's keep going.
Link's also been granted magic by great fairies and spirits of past Hylian champions. Mipha's Grace can even revive him to full health after death.
And if all this wasn't enough for him to just trash his opponents, Link's known to carry around a snack or two to help him out.
While he usually has a limited supply of magical energy, a single bottle of Chateau Romani gives him unlimited magic for 3 whole days.
That's nothing compared to his mask.
These masks not only change his physical form, but give him unique abilities, like how his Goron mask increases his strength.
He can even roll so fast he catches fire. But the Fierce Deity mask is the best.
That's a cool mechanic that the masks basically turn him into different creatures. Yeah, no, that looks sick. That reminds me of Threads of Fate, which was a PS1 action JRPG. You could play as 2 different characters, and if you played as the boy, I think anytime you kill an enemy, you can just turn into that enemy, and now you have their attacks. This looks pretty fun.
It basically transforms him into a dark god, 10 feet tall and 100% terrifying, with inhuman strength and the impossible Helix sword.
Fierce Deity Link could easily overpower Majora, who pulled the moon into the planet with enough force to destroy a continent and cause planet-wide destruction.
Well, sounds like he's got everything he needs to defend Hyrule. I mean, if you're chosen by a goddess, you gotta do what she says, right?
With the boy clad in green committed to the cause, Hyrule can breathe easy knowing it's defended by such a worthy champion.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. I'm so hungry, I can eat an Octorok. You should say that during the fight. Okay, now here comes a character who
Gaia,
should win.
Run by the Shinra conglomerate, one young man wanted to be a strong protector of others, just like his hero, Sephiroth, the elite member of Soldier. This was Cloud Strife.
The troops of Soldier are awesome. They get badass paramilitary weapons and get to cast magic from Materia.
Materia is a byproduct of the life stream, an energy source that runs through the world.
Green Materia casts offensive spells, blues for supportive spells.
Yeah, I mean, just look at what Cloud has up his sleeve. Like, Ultima is insane. Flare, Freeze is nuts. You got Curaga, you got Regen, you got Haste, Wall, Reflect. Fuck it, just use enemy skill, just Mighty Guard at the beginning. Bam, Haste, Magic Barrier, Physical Barrier. He can stop. Yeah, he's got Time Magic as well. Slow, Stop, Haste himself. You could just put a million status. You could just Bad Breath him, basically. Hit him with every status effect in the game. And then you can just link HP Absorb, MP Absorb, Counter Magic, Final Attack to everything. You link Final Attack with Phoenix, you can't really die. Yeah, you can cast Comet too. He's got his limit breaks. I just think I don't see how Cloud loses this fight. Unless the guys who made this video want him to lose.
And Yellow has commands, but Red's the most powerful, because they can summon giant monsters. No wonder Cloud wanted to be a part of
the round
Soldier
as
so
well.
bad.
I mean,
I'd want to
how
too
can he
if I could have
lose?
a giant dragon
How can
god
he
as a
lose this?
pet.
This is Bahamut Fury, among the most powerful summons in Final Fantasy history. Capable of annihilating a moon, a feat worth over 140 exatons of TNT.
Which Cloud totally survived after he made it into the Soldier program without any problems whatsoever. Nope, none at all. Is this too much foreshadowing?
Cloud's time as a soldier.
I would just say, though, that, like, everything after OG FF7, though, that's all non-canon. That's all basically reads like fan fiction that retcons the original. The only source they should be using is OG FF7, period. And if anyone is offended by that, well, ubu sugoi.
Mercenary was, well, it never happened. Despite his own memories saying otherwise, Cloud actually failed to join the program at all.
Alright, bear with me here. See, Cloud had a friend, a first-class soldier named Zack Fair.
Cloud's not 24, to my memory at least. Am I wrong? Is this Advent Children Cloud? Oh, anyway, let's keep going.
Went through a bunch
of non-canon Cloud, alright.
Wacky adventures
Advent
together,
canon.
then got kidnapped by some weird cultists who injected them with alien DNA and Mako energy that supercharged them. It's a long story.
Time and time again, Zack came to Cloud's rescue. Until one day, a rescue would be his final act.
But before he fell, he gifted Cloud his big old Buster Sword. Hey, what's a sword between bros? Especially when Zack had been there for Cloud so much in the past.
Like how Zack was
Yeah, complete retcon, complete Crisis Core fanfiction. In the real FF7 from 1997, Zack just basically gets mowed down in front of Cloud, while Cloud's in a semi-vegetative brain-dead state. There's no sort of like romantic, preserve your honor as a soldier. There's no romantic goodbye and whatever, no last words to Cloud. He's just dead. He's dead. And Cloud just, in a brain fog haze, picks up the sword and is just not in a good state, and then drags himself to like the steps of a train in Sector 7 where Tifa finds him just gurgling to himself and just barely sentient. Yeah, no, it's actually much darker the way the real FF7 does it than the fanfiction core. Ugh, the post FF7 comp stuff was such a mistake.
Like how Zack was the one who helped Cloud adjust to the fact that he had never become a member of Soldier.
Or how Cloud hadn't been the one who took the moon exploding either. That was Zack all along.
Cloud's own history had affected him so much that he unintentionally took Zack's as his own.
Jeez, sounds like he needs to do some heavy self-reflection.
Cloud struggled with confidence ever since he was rejected from the Soldier program. That, combined with the trauma from being kidnapped, experimented on, and watching his best friend die, fractured his sense of self.
You know, Cloud not being who he said he was reminds me of someone, Wiz.
What are you talking about?
You know, like how you faked your identity to avoid paying all those student loans and Homeland Security is still looking for you and...
Hey, did you know, despite how the game works, Cloud can use materia without a weapon? Isn't that neat? Anyway, realizing his memories were faulty sparked Cloud's journey of self-repair. Though he had failed to become part of Soldier, he probably shouldn't have, because he's been in many fights just as, if not more impressive than those of Zack's resume.
Remember that awesome dragon? He beat him! Bahamut's super strong, but also fast enough to fly between planets in seconds. Hell, Cloud could even fly too!
I guess.
No, Cloud can't fly. It's fan fiction. Fan fiction. If Cloud can fly, then it makes no sense that when the bridge of the Mako reactor blows up, that he then falls and lands through the roof of Eris's church. If he can fly, then this is nothing. This is nothing. Him hanging off the edge is like, oh, I may as well just use my Advent Children powers to soar back on to the bridge. Like, all these... This is why I say everything after the original FF7 is basically fan fiction that retcons the original. They're counting all timelines, which is fair since they're doing that for Link 2, Derek. The difference is that... I don't know. Zelda doesn't seem to have the problem that FF7 has. In a way, Zelda's sort of like Doctor Who. You know what I mean? Zelda's sort of like Doctor Who. Like, which Doctor Who are we fighting? Are we just combining all Doctor Who's into one version? Maybe they have to pick a Zelda for this. I think that might be a problem with this, is like maybe you actually have to pick one Zelda. Like, are we fighting Ocarina of Time Zelda, Majora's Mask Zelda? Because if you combine all Zeldas, then you have to combine Cloud with all the fan fiction and poorly written spin-offs that come afterwards. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the Zelda thing of him getting reincarnated is just a clever way to make a new Zelda game fresh and anew each time, but with the same characters. I think that's smart. That doesn't feel to me like, oh, we're just milking the fandom no matter how much we butcher the original game. It's a different mindset and process. So, yeah. Link, not Zelda? Oh, well, then fucking call the game Link, alright? Alright, call it Link. This is silly. But you know what? Screw it. He's Prince Zelda from now on, alright? That's what I'm calling him. Prince Zelda and Princess Link. Just call it Link. If that's who you play as, call it Link.
More like he's able to jump hundreds of yards up and hang in the sky and lunge around. Yeah, it's basically flight.
He can also use spirit energy for super attacks called limit breaks, like the classic Omni Slash.
He's also worn several different types of gear over the years, but the one he's consistently kept is a certain ribbon which defends him from the majority of status effects, excluding time manipulation.
He's dodged bullets, lasers, and electric attacks. He's casually sliced buildings in half, can cast literal nuclear explosions with his flare materia, and he even beat that handsome devil Sephiroth. I don't know how Sebby survived being impaled by a sword that's literally wider than he is, but Cloud got to kick his ass multiple times.
Even coming face to face with Sephiroth's ultimate attack, Supernova.
Along the way, Cloud also destroyed Shinra. That's one way to get back at the folks who refuse to hire you. Oh, and he got an even cooler sword too. Get rid of that sentimental Buster sword, Buster, cause the Fusion Sword isn't here to play.
With the Fusion Sword came a new version of Cloud. One who'd worked...
It's a pity about Advent Children not being written that well, because I actually think these are kind of cool ideas, like the sword that he can sort of take apart and it's like two, and then he can click it back together and stuff like that. But it's very fan-fictiony.
One who'd worked hard to resolve his personal issues and overcame any foe, mental or physical, in his way.
So all that, on top of beating Sephiroth 3 whole times, proves Cloud puts up one hell of a fight.
Despite Cloud's frustrating start as a young man with unattainable dreams, he grew up to become far more than he could have imagined.
After saving the world more than once, Cloud Strife deserves the hype.
Stay where you belong. In my memories.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want to last as long in bed as Link and Cloud do fighting gods, check out Blue Chew.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Guys, it's been one heck of a year, to the point where it almost feels more like 12 years.
Yeah, it's really making me feel my age more than I used to, but it's time to snap out of it.
That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost.
Blue Chew is an online prescription service, which means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no...
This is about Link and Cloud! This is about Zelda and FF7! What is this doing here?
waiting in line at the pharmacy. Just a discreet path.
All right. Anyway, well, thank you for that. We're going to go back to the this, and yes, we'll continue.
It's time for a death battle!
Yes, it's time for not that.
Oh, great.
Okay. Okay. Not a bad idea to start them on the motorbikes. That's actually kind of cool. They both have it. Come on, Cloud!
Excuse me?
That's actually pretty funny. Breaking pots to get stuff. You better whip out some limit breaks. All right. Yeah, this is Advent Children Cloud here. Hey, listen! That's very funny. That's great. Oh, Ribbon, get fucked. He bombed some Dodongos! Come on, give him Meteor Rain. Do an Omni Slash. I guess that's Gravity, Demi.
Oh, no, you don't.
There we go, boys. Uh-oh. Cloud's fought a lot worse in this, though.
Let's mosey, asshole.
All right, let's go, motherfucker! This should kill him. Oh my god, Cloud! Cloud, you just killed a child! You just killed a child, Cloud! That was a
Link
kid!
thought it was time to split. Too soon? Yeah.
Link had an incredibly versatile arsenal available to him, given the abilities he had from his various weapons and masks.
And with stuff
All
like
right,
the
GG.
Sheikah Slate and
GG.
Ocarina, the guy had so much to throw at Cloud that he could have easily gotten overwhelmed.
Even with that against him,
Yeah.
Cloud could match much of Link's
I think ultimately Link has all these weird abilities, but Cloud's just got more power. He's just stronger. I can't believe he cleaved him in half. That's a heaps good ending.
arsenal with both his materia and superhuman ability. Link may have won a few fights with his time stop, but so would Cloud. For our purposes of determining who would win the most often, these essentially cancel each other out.
Link's Master Sword and Triforce of Courage helped him counter some of Cloud's materia. Like, he wasn't getting turned into a toad or anything, but Cloud's ribbon could do a lot of the same, especially against those fire, ice, and shock arrows.
Since both had multiple ways to counter each other's more magic-based moves, and both had incredible healing spells, this really came down to their baser abilities.
Like how Link dodging lasers put him at 1/10 the speed of light, but Cloud kept up with Bahamut, who flew between planets in 12 seconds.
Since this looks like Neptune, and considering Gaia is a stand-in for Earth, the distance between them would be 4.3 billion kilometers. To travel that distance in 12 seconds means Bahamut Fury flew at least 1,200 times the speed of light.
So while Link was smart, had more experience, and has fought foes faster than him before, Cloud could literally run circles around him without him noticing.
Link's strength and power were nothing to scoff at, especially when scaled to Majora pulling the moon into a planet and destroying a continent. That would take an energy equivalent to over 60 exatons of TNT. However, Cloud was strong enough to endure similar attacks and return the favor in a devastating way.
Like how he survived Sephiroth's supernova attack.
Guidebooks confirm that the supernova is a blast that destroys dimensional space. Technically, it occurs in another dimension where the entire solar system is annihilated, with Cloud
This is all fan fiction as well. This is a... Why pull them into another dimension, attack them, and then when they're alive, bring them back into this dimension where they can heal and kill you? Just leave them in the dimension that you destroyed. A much better interpretation of Supernova is that Sephiroth's not actually destroying the solar system. He's like attacking your mind. He's attacking your psyche, your psychology. Because if you thought this was happening, you're gonna freak the fuck out, man. So, but anyway, not fucking about. Let's keep going.
ending right there.
It sounds crazy, but this means he can literally survive a sun exploding in his face. I mean, it really messed him up, but still, it's a goddamn sun.
The problem is if you blow up the whole sun and then, like, you also blow up Earth, there's no Earth for you to go back to. Also, it's pretty funny when Sephiroth then does this again. He just does the same move again. So it's on like Pluto, Saturn, Mars. They're all back there just so they can get destroyed again for the attack. Anyway.
Link's never had to deal with something of that magnitude before.
The hero of Hyrule put up an admirable fight and could certainly win in a few different ways. But Cloud's speed, strength, and powerful limit breaks meant that, more often than not, his victory was assured.
Link tried force, but against Cloud, he had no way out.
The winner is Cloud Strife. That's the first half of our 10th anniversary season. Death Battle will return later this year, but in the meantime, check out the all-new DBX and the debates we're having over in the Death Battle cast. Thanks for watching.
All right, not bad. No. While I don't necessarily agree with some of the things, I still think this is a really good channel. I mean, fuck, look at this. 6.47 million subs, and each of their videos have 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 million views. These guys are really good at what they do. They run a very good show. Yeah, and I agree with the outcome. I think Cloud would just throw Link through a brick wall. I feel like he just powerbomb him through a coffee table. So, good stuff. I got the result that I wanted, therefore it's a good video. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for enjoying Link versus Cloud. Like, subscribe, and catch me on Twitch. And get out of here. The video's over. Ubu Sugoi, get out of here.